Well, in fact, news just coming in, the IPL Chairman Rajeev Shukla has ruled out a comeback of the co-chair IPL team and has said that it will take 2 suspended teams under its wings. We're going to try and get our correspondent Tamal on the phone line. Tamal.
We're speaking with Times now. Lodha Committee's decision had been exemplary, banning 2 teams and also penalizing people whom it found corrupt. What is the way forward for IPL?
Well, way forward is to plan for IPL 9, and that work is already going on. So once the Lodha Commission report has been received, we are working on it. The IPL Governing Council has been convened by the Honorary Secretary on 19th of July in Mumbai. There we will deliberate upon the report. After that, a subgroup would be constituted, which will study the report and will decide the future course of action, that how the report should be implemented.
You met BCCI President Mr. Jagmohan Dalmia yesterday, and you're trying to figure out viable options. What are the viable options before BCCI? And is BCCI equally concerned about the future of IPL?
Well, we are always, concerned about the future of IPL, and we want IPL 9 to be more successful than IPL 8 and previous IPL. So what
are viable options?
Options will be worked out by this subgroup, and then it will go to the Governing Council. There are many suggestions which are coming, and the whole idea is to conduct IPL 9 in its full format, and there should not be any problem to it. It should not adversely affect, the judgment should not adversely affect the IPL as product. It should thrive, it should be improved upon. So we will try our level best to organize a better IPL 9 than the previous one.
Will IPL 9 have 8 teams?
Well, there has to be minimum 8 teams. With 6 teams you can't have IPL tournament. They have to be 8 teams. So we are working on those lines only, and the moment we decide, we figure out something, we zero in, we will come to know.
So one theory suggests that BCCI can be the parent body of 2 teams like CSK and Rajasthan Royals for the interim period of 2 years, for the ban period. Is that a viable option? Is BCCI mulling over that?
Well, there are many ideas, including this one. There are many options, including this one. We are working on it, and the moment anything is finalized, we'll definitely share with you.
The fact that you're mulling over this idea, sir, isn't there a room for conflict of interest? And because in the previous case you have seen what happened with Mr. N. Srinivasan as a BCCI chief, because his involvement with CSK and then being the head of BCCI eventually resulted into conflict of interest. So if BCCI takes the parent responsibility of these 2 teams during this interim course or ban period, will this not lead to a conflict of interest?
There is no question of any conflict of interest, because otherwise also BCCI is supervising the league. So there is no question of any conflict of interest. The responsible people will be deputed with both the teams in case if this format is approved. Listen first. Don't get agitated like your boss gets. So it's not that we are going to create any kind of conflict of interest. There can be only 2 areas. One is players auction, that is very transparent. There is a live telecast of that. Another is about managing the game. So credible people can be deputed there who can manage the affairs. So it's not that there will be any conflict of interest. And for BCCI, who wins, who loses, hardly makes any difference.
Okay. Is also Chennai Super Kings captain Dhoni managing the team? That is also doing rounds. Is that also a possibility, a viable option being proposed before?
No. All these things have not been discussed. So once the option has not been finalized, how can I comment on the structure of the option? So I think that's the only right flag.
Even though you plan to deliberate on the technical consequences of the Lodha Committee's verdict, but what about the fact that how about inviting Kochi once again back? Because BCCI has lost its case against Kochi.
Kochi issue is already arbitrator has given the verdict, and we are going to appeal. We are seeking the legal opinion. After that, we are going to appeal. So that matter is already in litigation.
Okay, but inviting Kochi for IPL 9 is not an option. It's out of question.
I'm telling you, it's in litigation. What happens in litigation? If something happens good, then we will let you know. So far, Kochi team issue is in litigation.
Okay, so forming new teams is also a possibility, like Pune, and inviting new bidders?
I told you a lot many options are there. Right now I can't comment on any option.
Okay, my last question, sir. There have been talks doing rounds that a section of BCCI is not very happy with Mr. Jagmohan Dalmia. Have you really heard anything of this nature, sir?
These are only media reports.
These are all media reports. Would you call them canards?
These are media reports only.
Okay.
Why you want me to comment on something which I haven't read?
Okay.
I don't want to comment.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Rajeev Shukla. Speaking with Times Now, he has made things very clear that IPL 9 will happen. It is a possibility. The governing council, which is slated for this month, 19th of this month, will try and figure out viable options to keep alive IPL 9 with its actual interest, and also mulling over ideas without